Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Player injuries have hampered the Warriors this season. And today the game is against the Dallas Mavericks, and once again coach Steve Kerr will have to select a different team, due to the players who are sick and will be left out. The biggest possible drawback will be the absence of Stephen Curry, who was feeling a lot of pain in his neck, and Curry is the Warriors' thermometer. The Warriors are in 5th place in the Western Conference, with a 14-10 record, but several teams are close in the standings. One of the NBA's biggest stars could be out on Sunday night against the Mavericks. Warriors fans are panicking about the possible absence of Stephen Curry in today's game. The Dallas Mavericks will take on the Golden State Warriors in an NBA Cup consolation game in San Francisco on Sunday night. Both teams got some needed rest, but the Mavericks are back on the road for the 13th time in 17 games. Dallas has a few important players on the injury list, but none are nearly as important as the Warriors having Stephen Curry on theirs. Read more, Mavericks at Warriors, How to Watch, TV, Time, Odds, and Preview. The Mavericks will get PJ Washington back for this game after he missed Tuesday's NBA Cup action against the Oklahoma City Thunder with an illness. Dallas has been 1-5 this season when he's not in the lineup, so he'll be a welcome addition back into the lineup. Dallas will be without Najee Marshall, illness, Maxi Kleber, illness, fractured rib, Brandon Williams, right thumb sprain, Jaden Hardy, ankle sprain, and Dante Exum, wrist surgery. Marshall played 29 minutes on Tuesday, scoring a team-high 19 points, but is clearly still not over whatever bug swept through the locker room. Stephen Curry is one of 4 Warriors on the injury report, listed as questionable with right cervical, neck, inflammation. Golden State is 4-1 in the games he's missed, able to survive without him because of their depth so far, but he's not the only key Warrior listed. Andrew Wiggins is also listed as questionable due to tightness in the right adductor, thigh. Moses Moody is out with left patellar tendinopathy, while DeAnthony Melton is out with a torn ACL. Melton is also scheduled to be traded to the Brooklyn Nets for Dennis Schroeder as soon as Sunday. Warriors reportedly not done making moves as they are still searching for a star. Golden State adds Dennis Schroeder but eyes a bigger move, targeting stars like Jimmy Butler to strengthen their championship chances. The Golden State Warriors are not resting after acquiring Dennis Schroeder in a trade with the Brooklyn Nets. According to NBA insider Shams Charania, the Warriors remain active in the trade market, seeking to add a star player who can complement Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and their veteran core. Sources tell me the Warriors have reached an agreement to go acquire Dennis Schroeder from the Brooklyn Nets for 3 second-round draft picks. Schroeder is someone Stephen Curry, Steve Kerr, Draymond Green all advocated for. They have a lot of respect for him. They're excited about this addition. They've played against him in those Team USA Germany matches, in the playoffs over the years, and when you think about it, for Schroeder, he has been in one of his best seasons in the NBA. So far a career year from three-point range, he immediately becomes the Warriors' second leading scorer, and this doesn't keep the Warriors outside the big game hunting. I'm told they remain active in the hunt for a star player and they can aggregate Schroeder's contract in a bigger move later this season. In the deal finalized with Brooklyn, the Warriors sent DeAnthony Melton and 3 second-round picks in exchange for Schroeder and a future second-round pick. Schroeder, who is having a stellar season, adds much-needed scoring and playmaking to Golden State's lineup. However, his expiring contract also makes him a potential asset in a larger trade for a marquee player. Dennis Schroeder is enjoying a great year, averaging 18.4 points, 6.6 assists, 3.0 rebounds, and 1.1 steals while shooting 45.2% from the field and an impressive 38.7% from three-point range. His ability to score both on and off the ball and his extensive playoff experience make him a valuable addition to the Warriors' backcourt. With Melton out for the season due to an ACL injury, Schroeder will provide depth and versatility, potentially serving as a secondary scorer behind Curry. Schroeder's current production is a testament to his growth as a player, and he now becomes Golden State's second leading scorer. However, with his contract expiring at the end of this season, the Warriors may use him as part of a package to pursue a higher-profile star ahead of the February trade deadline. Despite the addition of Schroeder, Golden State remains intent on making a splash in the trade market. The Warriors have been linked to several high-profile targets, including Miami Heat forward Jimmy Butler. Butler, who has a $52.4 million player option for next season, is rumored to be open to a trade, and the Warriors are believed to be among the teams seriously considering pursuing him. A deal for Butler would likely involve the Warriors packaging Schroeder's expiring contract with other players and assets. However, acquiring a player of Butler's caliber comes with challenges, including navigating salary cap restrictions and potential luxury tax penalties. Golden State's pursuit of a star player aligns with their strategy to maximize the championship window during Curry's prime. The team's front office has consistently shown a willingness to make bold moves to bolster their roster, and this season appears to be no different. At 14-10, the Warriors currently sit fifth in the Western Conference standings. While their veteran leadership and experience keep them competitive, their performance has been inconsistent, underscoring the need for reinforcements. The addition of Schroeder provides a short-term boost, but the team's aspirations go beyond a single trade. Golden State's aggressive approach in the trade market signals their commitment to contending for another title. Whether they manage to land a star like Butler or pivot to other options, the Warriors' activity in the coming weeks will be pivotal in determining their postseason success. With the trade deadline still weeks away, the Warriors have ample time to explore their options. Schroeder's arrival is just the beginning of what could be a transformative period for Golden State as they aim to solidify their position among the league's elite teams. Biggest winner of Dennis Schroeder trade. As said above, this trade helps all parties involved, but like in any transaction, it is impossible to not judge which party got the better end of the deal. When Schroeder's name came up in trade conversations, it was widely reported that the Nets would hold on to their demands of at least a first-round pick. It wasn't even that outrageous an ask, since the German has flown off the blocks this season, averaging 18.4 points and 6.6 assists per game to almost single-handedly raise the Nets' floor. Ultimately, the Warriors got it done for 3 second-round picks, one of which they'll get back, plus Anthony Melton, who's out for the season due to an ACL issue. That's an extremely modest haul for a player arguably playing some of the best basketball of his career and whose fit with the current roster is so clean and seamless. The credit must go to Mike Dunleavy Jr., the Warriors' general manager, who has to emerge from this trade as the biggest winner. After taking over the team in 2023 amid a transition and following in the footsteps of Bob Myers, the most successful general manager of the Warriors in terms of titles won, he had quite a road to follow. Mike Dunleavy Jr. has proven doubters wrong so far. Dunleavy Jr. didn't get off to the best of starts as the Warriors GM, as his all-in bet on Chris Paul backfired spectacularly, who had to be waived after one season. Myers' championships came at a cost that had to be paid by his successor, Dunleavy Jr. in this case, as Klay Thompson was also allowed to walk in free agency. However, these were arguably factors outside his control, and he aced the factors that were in his hands. His draft picks have been a resounding success, as both Brandon Podziemski and Tracy Jackson-Davis have proven to be capable contributors despite being late picks. He replaced the shooting of Klay Thompson with Buddy Hield, who's been a revelation for the Warriors so far this season. In addition, Anthony Melton was brought in, but when he got injured, Dunleavy Jr. has now flipped him plus second-round picks to get an upgrade which wasn't thought possible earlier. If Myers' talent was aided by a lot of luck, Steph's injury leading him to sign a palatable contract or luxury tax line jumping to allow them to sign Kevin Durant, Dunleavy Jr. has had to trim the edges, optimize his assets, and still manage to make the team competitive. Of course, it's ultimately up to the players to make a trade successful or a failure, but so far, Dunleavy Jr. has aced all the controllable factors.